Hey, Star Babes. It's Under the Stars Babe again. And I have another decoding I'd like to do. One of my favorite stars. I just like her energy, you know. I know she's a drama. We're going to get into Cardi B today and her frequency. Okay, here we go. Welcome back, beautiful souls, to another episode of our Star Babe Flying High membership group. I'm your host, Rosemary, Under the Stars Babe, and if you're tuning in today, it's not an accident. You're exactly where you're supposed to be, matching the frequency of what we're about to unpack. Pull up a mushroom, guys. Let's go. Today we're going to do something a little different, a little juicy, but deeply evolutionary. We're stepping into the pop culture matrix to decode the energetic frequency of one of the most polarizing, authentic, and magnetic figures in modern music, Miss Cardi B. Yay! Recently, Cardi has had everyone talking with this raw, unfiltered moment where she essentially asked, "Am I the drama?" We've seen the clips, we felt the internet shake, but on this channel, we don't look at the gossip. We're looking at the vibration. Why does she admit this? What happens when a global superstar looks in the mirror and confronts her own chaotic energy? I love it. By the end of this episode, we're going to measure this exact moment against Dr. David Hawkins' map of consciousness. We're going to look at how the law of assumption plays into her massive success and discuss how you can keep your own energy anchored high even when the drama is swirling around you. Before we dive into the deep waters of consciousness, let's take a quick moment to ground ourselves. This episode is amplified by Focused Life Force Energy, FLFE, which means the space you're listening in right now is being supported by a high consciousness field to help us integrate these truths. So take a deep breath, buckle up, and let's decode the frequency of Miss Cardi B. Breaking down Cardi B's Am I the Drama moment. Let's look at the phrase itself. Am I the drama? It started as a trend, but when Cardi B leans into it, it becomes a masterclass in transparency. Cardi has always been a fascinating study in energy. She doesn't filter. She doesn't hide behind a pristine public relations team. When she is angry, you see it. When she is celebrating, you feel it. And when she's caught in a cycle of conflict, she owns it. But why do we care about a metaphysical standpoint? Why do we care from a metaphysical standpoint? Because the moment someone asks, "Am I the drama?" something profound happens. It's a sudden flash of self-awareness. In the world of manifestation and the law of assumption, you are always the operating power of your reality. Your world is nothing more than everyone pushed out, a mirror of your internal state. When Cardi asked this question, she is witnessing her own reflection. She's realizing that the chaos outside of her might just be a manifestation of the chaos within. Most people in Hollywood, or even in our everyday lives, run from the title of the drama, quote unquote, the drama. They play the victim. They say, "Why does this always happen to me?" But Cardi doesn't play the victim. By saying maybe I am the drama, she is inadvertently stepping into a position of responsibility. And as we know, accountability is the exact gateway to shifting your entire energetic frequency. Now let's compare Cardi B to the map of consciousness. Let's view this through the lens of the map of consciousness, Dr. Hawkins' map of consciousness. For our new listeners, Dr. Hawkins calibrated human emotions and states of being on a logarithmic scale from 1 to 1,000. Below 200, we have the frequencies of force, which is shame, guilt, apathy, fear, and anger. At 200, we hit the critical turning point of courage. This is where true power begins. Above 200, we enter pride, neutrality, willingness, and eventually acceptance, which is 350, and then reason, which is 400. So where does Cardi B calibrate? And what happens during her I am the drama realization? Historically, a lot of urban hip-hop culture and raw public feuds operate in the frequencies of anger, which is 150, and pride, which is 175. Pride is demanding respect, hyper-focusing on reputation, and defending the ego. It feels powerful compared to fear or guilt, but is still volatile. It's easily triggered. When Cardi is in the middle of an internet storm, that is the ego operating in that 150 to 175 zone, guys, which is anger and pride. She gets mad and she's very proud of what's going on. Mind your business. I do what I want. She is in her anger and pride mode. But here's the magic of Cardi. Cardi B. Her baseline authenticity actually sits much higher than that, than the 150 to 175. To rise from the strip clubs of New York to a Grammy-winning multi-platinum entrepreneur requires an immense amount of desire, which is 125, turned into courage, which is 200, and willingness, which is 310. You